My name is Mary Debono, and I'd like to teach you a little exercise that I call stirring the soup. And this exercise is really effective if you have a stiff or achy back, or you just want to improve your flexibility, your comfort while you're sitting. But it's also really good to help you learn to work with your dog most easily and effectively. So let's get started. One of the first things to remember is that don't work through any pain. So if any of the movements are uncomfortable, do much less so that they are easy and pleasurable for you. Okay? If that's not a possibility at all, just imagine the movements. That's actually very effective. It changes things in the brain and can be the first step into moving in a pain-free, pleasurable way. So go find a chair with a nice, hard, firm seat. You could have a little bit of cushioning, but not a lot. You don't want to be sitting in an armchair or really stuffy kind of chair. And then, so when you find your seat, come forward on the seat. So you're not sitting back here, you're more to the front of the seat. And then take a moment and notice how you're sitting. Notice if you have more weight on one side or the other. Does one hip feel like it's more into the chair than the other? Don't change anything, just notice. Now, just sit comfortably like this. Take your right hand, put it on your left shoulder very lightly. Take your left hand and put it near your right shoulder. Now, some of you won't be able to hold your shoulders very easily, and that's okay. You can hold down here, your upper arms, you can hold your forearms, your elbows, whatever is easy and comfortable for you. But if you can, go ahead and put your hands near your shoulders. And now do a simple movement of rounding your back and looking down. And you'll feel the weight go onto the back of your seat bones. And then come forward very easily. Lift your head. Now if you have any difficulty with your neck, moving your head like that may not be easy. In that case, you can actually keep your head heavy on your arms and just keep your head down while you arch your back. So that's up to you. If you can do it comfortably the way I'm doing it, go ahead and do so. But again, never proceed through any pain. That's it. So just very lightly and easily. Don't go to your maximum. Make sure you're breathing easily. And you might find it helpful to exhale as you're rounding your back. That can really help soften the chest. That's it. And then arch your back, look up a little bit. That's it. Now come back to the middle, lower your arms, take a little rest. Those rest breaks are important. It's like gives the brain the opportunity to download the information. And now switch how you were holding your hands. So this time we'll put the left hand on the right shoulder, take the right arm from underneath, hold on near the left shoulder. And just do the same thing. And notice if this way is easier or more challenging or more unfamiliar to have your arms crossed this way. That's it. Just do a few easy movements. Rounding the back and looking down, arching the back and looking up. And remove your hands, rest for a moment. You don't have to take a long rest. Even a few seconds is helpful for the brain and to rest your attention and to rest your muscles a little bit as well. So now take the right hand again, put it on the left shoulder or thereabouts. Take your other hand, put it underneath. And now this time, you're going to press your right foot into the floor a little bit so that it lifts the right side of your pelvis. Do that a few times. It's a very light movement. Make sure you're keeping your heels on the floor. It's a very light pressing. And now start to take your head to the right as well. So you're side bending very easily. That's it. Now slide bend to the left. So you're pressing your left foot very gently into the floor. tilting your head just where it can go completely easily. And now go from side to side. That's it. Are you breathing as you're doing this, or are you holding your breath? And could you make it a little lighter, a little quicker? Come back to the middle, lower your arms. Notice how you're sitting. Notice if those little side bending movements have changed how you're sitting on your seat bones. Now take your arms and put them in the other orientation, so left hand on the right shoulder, right hand underneath holding the left shoulder, and just go back and forth alternating, bending to one side and then the other. And you can speed it up and do it light and quick, but not forceful. Can you go quickly without hurrying, as Moshe Feldenkrais used to say? And then slow way down. Notice if one direction is easier than the other. Is it easier to side bend lifting to the right or to the left? And many people will have a difference there. So now come back to the middle, lower your arms, rest, notice how you're sitting.